Welcome, guys. Welcome. So we're going to go over a bunch of stuff. Going to look at the weather, going to check out any news, notes, anything that pops out that we need to look at. So hopefully you guys are ready to go. Hopefully you guys found yesterday's video helpful. I had a ton of views yesterday. I had 730 views or something, which was nuts. Usually get about 400 or 500. So I know a lot of people are liking the live videos, so I'm hoping to go live more. On Friday or Saturdays and Sundays, which was great. So everyone who's been here, I want to thank everybody. If you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you know when we go live. When these videos go live, you'll know. Especially if you're trying to play the home run contest and you need to be you got to be the first person to guess that person. You got to put the timestamp in there. People are still forgetting. Good morning, Gary. Good morning, Chris. Chris, you were close on the home run contest. I think you had Delmonico. He was in the second inning, and you had the eighth inning. Pretty ballsy to predict the eighth inning. I like that. Not many people will predict past like the fourth or fifth inning. I did have someone one time predict a home run in the 11th inning, which okay, I guess. I mean, that would, if you got that would be nuts. But yeah, so I want to welcome everyone. If this is the first time you've been here, if you've been here before, if you're a subscriber, that's awesome. So what I want to do, excuse me, I changed up the article a little bit, and you might be able to see it. So in the free article that we put out, I usually put the player and their name, their career versus current Blue Jays roster. For instance, I put have career versus Blue Jays roster, but then I have career versus just the entire Blue Jays, not necessarily the ones that are playing, just the entire roster if they've had any BVP at all. So I put a little chart under each one of those, and maybe you guys can check it out. Maybe you like it. Let me know. I'm actually going to link that right here in the live chat since we are live. So check that out. Let me know what you guys think about that article. Do you check the article out? Those are the pitching matchups. I actually went through. I wanted to go live about an hour ago, but I decided do something a little bit different. I went through each position and I hand wrote them because when I handwrite them, I remember stuff a lot more. Each position, which players, hopefully can narrow it down from, the 350, 400 player pool that we've got going on. So we're going to go over that. We're going to go over the pitching. I've built a FanDuel GPP lineup for you guys. We used to do that all the time. So maybe on Saturdays, I'll do DraftKings free. We'll just build a DraftKings lineup. Sunday, we'll do FanDuel. So you gotta tune in each day when we go live. Next weekend, I believe, if I go live on Saturday, it's going to be really early in the morning. It's going to be like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. again because we've got stuff to do. Got to travel and then come back home. The Sunday should be home, should be good. But I do have the only thing is next Sunday, I have a fantasy football draft at 11 a.m., so I don't think I'll be going live that day. I'll try to get a video out to you, but I really need to research more. I need to research more than just the hour I would have after that. So, and when we go live, we talk about everything. So people are going to be watching this and wondering where's the weather and stuff like that. If you want the weather, you're going to just wait because we're going to be talking about a lot of things. So for anyone who's here, I see 15 people watching. If everyone in here could give a thumbs up, that would be amazing. Let me know that you guys know or like these videos. What we're going to do is we're going to go over today's weather. Then we're going to go over the pitching matchups. And then we're going to go over these bats. Now, we went through this a little bit yesterday. I think you guys liked it a little bit. My player pool does work for both sites. It's not predicated on a price. It's all just, I've gone through BVP. It's just all players. There's no price on them. I haven't built that. We did build a FanDuel lineup, but the price is not an issue. These are just the players that we like and we pull from. Now, I know FanDuel has an all-day slate, which is normally what our lineups are going to be on Sunday. DraftKings has a main slate. So kind of just looking real quick before we get into the weather, I want to see which ones are in there. Now, kind of looking at, hold on a second. If it'll go, it's going real laggy. With the weather, that's the weather is a killer. So main game, 11 games. So it does not include the Astros this is for DraftKings for our lineups. Doesn't include the Astros at the A's, the Diamondbacks at the Padres, Dodgers in Seattle, or Mets at the Phillies. So I mean, Verlander's that takes Verlander out of there. That takes Greinke out of there. So we'll talk about everything. There's a couple of weather concerns. Should be good, though. I don't think we're going to miss much. I mean, just going over the weather, there's a little chance of rain, 34% chance at the Yankees game. This game's going to get played. It's going to be hot and humid. The Red Sox game's actually it's cool weather. It's 69 degrees during the game, which is kind of weird for August. There is weather concern with the Rockies at the Braves, 35 to 40% chance. This game should get played. I could see it just like drizzling the entire time, but we shouldn't have a delay and it should not get canceled. And that's it, guys. There's no other weather concerns. So I think all games are going to get played. So what we're going to do is going to go over any news or notes first before we jump into some other things. So the Mets are going to call up Dominic Smith. I don't know if you can use him. He should be starting. I don't know if you're going to use him due to if he's on the website. I would assume he would be. I mean, I obviously can't tell you for certainty, but let's just check to see if Dominic Smith is there. Now, I'm not saying he would be a good option, but he would be a very, very cheap option. Dominic Smith is 2,100. So if he plays, which he probably should, he could be good. Jay Bruce is on his way back. David Wright should retire, but he's trying to come back. David Peralta was out again with an illness, so he might be gone again today. Colton Wong left Saturday's game with Brewers with a right elbow contusion. I would assume he's out today, so I'll take him off our list. Sunday, also, this might be a day that you guys don't know, but Sundays are normally the day that they will rest their catcher. Teams will Sundays, so definitely pay attention to that when we're going over the players. So here's my question. Would you guys like me to go over the pitching like we do like Monday through Friday in those articles and the bats, or would you like me to go over just the bats? That is where we'll start, and I'll ask you questions, and I'll go from there. You want to go pitching and bats, both? Okay, so this is going to be a long video, guys. So I'm hoping that you guys will thumbs the video up, subscribe if you are not already a subscriber. If you want to donate, you can. I had some very generous person 2 nights ago, like I said in yesterday's video, won like over 1,500. Decided to take some of that money and purchase the $99 package for the rest of the MLB and the NFL season, and he even donated or tipped or whatever you want to call it. So thank you so much for that. So anytime you guys feel like you want to donate, you can always email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I can give you my PayPal, or I can give you my Venmo, or down below here in the live chat, you can hit the send a super chat, and you can send, I think, from $1 to $500 donations. Anything helps. It's really awesome, especially when I'm the only one working on the website, and it takes a lot of time. I'm trying to build this cheat sheet for you guys. It's going to be like a live document for NFL. It's for subscribers only. We won't go over it in the video, and it won't be part of it. I might show a little snippet in our article, just to kind of entice people. But it's a lot of information, and we got 2 weeks, 3 weeks from today, I believe, will be the first week, and we're super excited. So let's just jump right into the pitching matchups today. There's some good ones, and then there's some all right ones. Just looking, the Rays at the Red Sox, Diego Castillo versus Hector Velasquez. I don't like either of these guys. I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at basically looking at the Red Sox offense here. JD Martinez is absolutely stupid. It's unreal. JD Martinez hit his 38th yesterday, I think, and he only has a career of 190 home runs. That seems nuts to me. But their home runs are going to fly out of there in Boston with the small porch. So looking at the offense there, I mean, Diego Castillo, he's going to throw 1 inning. You can never really go. We went with the Rays pitcher one time, and it actually worked out. He got like 20 fantasy points, but you never can really go with that. Now, I may have to step out for like a minute or two and let the dogs out if they need. So that's where I want you guys to ask questions. So we're going to go over a ton of things. So if you guys do have questions, while we're talking about pitchers, put them over in the chat while we're live. Then when we get into bats, let me go through the bats, and then let's talk about the players that you might be targeting and looking at. So while I'm talking about pitchers, get your pitching questions in. We will answer those as soon as I see them. I'm going to go through all the pitchers, and then I'm going to look at them. So while I'm talking about this, and I did this earlier, I'm talking about, so we have 30 pitchers we need to go over. We've narrowed it down. In the chat, there's an article that we put out every night. I put out, right as the slate pretty much locks Monday through Friday, I put out the next day's article so you guys can get a jump start on it. So that's the article of the pitchers that we've narrowed down for these 30, but I'm going to go over them. So if you have any other pitching questions, get those in and I will answer those. The home run contest, no one won yesterday. What is it? You can win a free month of MLB DFS. How do you do it? Once this video goes live, in the comment section, not in this live chat, you'll predict who you think is going to hit a home run, what inning, and then leave me a timestamp of the time you said it. So if you were to do it now, it'd be 9/11 Central Standard Time, Jose Ramirez, second inning or whatever. Get that in there. We have had a ton of people win, but it is first come, first serve now. So just FYI. So you got the Blue Jays at the Yankees. The Yankees hit like they're supposed to hit yesterday. Now they have dominated left-handed pitching in the past, but that was when Gary Sanchez was in there, Judge was in there, and Stanton was in at the same time. Now, obviously Sanchez and Judge are out, but they're still a potent offense when they're batting right. It's Ryan Baruki versus J.A. Happ. Baruki, 19 plate appearances, 263. I mean, Stanton's hitting a home run like every damn day. I would not be surprised if he hits another home run today. He's been hitting them every single game, it seems like. So I really like Stanton there. I don't like Baruki. J.A. Happ facing his old team, 37 plate appearances, 267. He's had a really good couple of starts since coming over. Same thing with Lance Lynn, but Lance Lynn kind of got touched up to 2 days ago. Really like J.A. Happ here. They've been able to string together 2 wins in the division in a row, which is nice. It's what they've been doing lately, or not been doing lately. J.A. Happ, Yankees offense, and we'll go over that. There's some bats that will look. So I don't like Baruki. I do like J.A. Happ. Orioles at the Indians, Jeffrey Ramirez versus Mike Clevenger. Now, for whatever reason, and this is what I'll tell you all the time, MLB DFS, it's one of the hardest sports to predict. Nobody, I'm going to let you know right now, if you can show me proof that someone said yesterday that Alex Cobb would get the win over, I think 7 innings. J.A. Happ went like 7 innings, or Alex Cobb went 7 innings over the Indians. I would love to absolutely see that. That's just unbelievable. I don't think Ramirez is going to even come close. Mike Clevenger, 34 plate appearances, 133 batting average against the Orioles. I like Mike Clevenger here. Did Happ leave Toronto bitter? I mean, he didn't leave. He got traded. So, I mean, maybe because he was pitching so bad that Did Alex Cobb pitch it? Maybe I'm thinking someone else then. I thought it was 7 innings. Yeah, I was wrong. It was good call out, Terry. It was. I mean, the Indians here. Alex Cobb went 9 innings, 2 earned runs, only 3 Ks, and only did 100 pitches, which is nuts. Thinking of that, I mean, he didn't bring any value to the table. Really, 9 innings, okay, you're going to get some points, but only 3 Ks, you're not going to get many points. And he did give up 2 earned runs. I mean, you never would have thought that Alex Cobb would do that to the Indians offense. I'm not trusting Ramirez. If I'm taking someone in this, I'm taking Mike Clevenger. So, and if you can hear my dogs, hey, stop it. If you can hear them, I apologize. She won't stop. She has no idea what's going on. And the other one's right here. He's not dead, I promise. All right. So, I apologize for that. My dogs are just the cutest. Anyway, she does like J.A. Happ. She also likes, and we left them out. We left them out while we went and ran errands for a couple hours, and they got into a pillow, and they chewed the pillow up, and they knew they were in trouble. They went straight to their kennel and didn't come out. So, Giants at the Reds, Andrew Suarez versus Luis Castillo. Now, I really love Luis Castillo as a GPP option. He's been very hit or miss. He's only faced 5 Giants bats, which I kind of like for him because the Giants bats aren't there to have seen anything from him. He struck out 40% of them. I really like Luis Castillo as a GPP option today. I'm not saying in cash, but he makes a terrific option, I think. Yup, that's what the dogs do. These dogs are rescue dogs. The one laying on the floor was abused to the point where he almost lost his leg. So he's extremely spoiled. So when he does chew up a pillow, I can't really get upset at him. I can, but I don't because he almost died. But now he's spoiled and living in the house, air conditioner. So yeah, Castillo is pretty damn good at home. I do like Luis Castillo today. So yeah, I don't like the Giants bats. I don't like Castillo as a cash option because you can't trust him that much. But I do like him for GPP. That brings us Cubs of the Pirates, Jose Quintana versus Jameson Taillon. Quintana, 46 plate appearances, 289. Taillon, 116 plate appearances, 340. There's a lot of BVP to go around in this Cubs game, and there's a couple of them we're going to talk about. I don't like Taillon here. Quintana's been very hit or miss as well. I don't trust him enough, though. Maybe GPP, but I don't trust him enough. Versus Anibal Sanchez, I don't like either of these guys. Just basically due to the weather, they would be out anyway. So I would probably – I think this could be a high-scoring game on both sides. I do like the Braves offense a little bit more. Acuna, obviously. Just depending on who's out there, I do like Acuna a lot. And I don't think the lineups are up yet. Let's see. Because the Reds lineup is out, but that's Cubs lineup's out, Reds lineups, and Yankees lineup is out. So we will go over the lineups too. If the lineups are out while we're on the video, we'll talk about those, and then we can discuss anything. We did have people ask about stacks yesterday. I do enjoy stacks where the top fourth of the lineup is. So, looking at that, I don't like the pitching matchups in the Rockies at the Braves. Whoa, what is that? Oh, okay. Looking at the bats, Urania is pitching today. What? So here's the thing with Urania. I think we know that he's a bitch. I mean, that's pretty much proven. So what he did here is he appealed the game, and this is complete. I think this is 100% what happened. He appealed the game so he could pitch today. So then when he loses the appeal, he's suspended and can't pitch against the Braves. He has to pitch against the Braves. I mean, he was scheduled to pitch against the Braves this coming week. So he appeals it, plays, then let's say tomorrow they come down and say they deny the appeal. He can't pitch against the Braves because the first thing that you would do is Urania would come up and he would get absolutely nailed by the Braves, which would be awesome. Well deserved. But that's I will promise you that's exactly what went down, and that's exactly what will happen. Urania's Anyway, complete trash. Marlins at the Nationals. Speaking of trash, Urania versus Gio Gonzalez. I would look at the Nationals bats here. Urania's terrible. But on the flip side, he doesn't. I mean, he's coming back. I mean, I feel like he should get a free shot. But, kid's only 19. I don't know how old Urania is, but I'm pretty sure Urania was the opening day starter for the Marlins and got lit up by the Cubs. Like, bad. But then he got the win or something. Like, he was terrible the first, 5 innings. I think there was their opening day starter. And that's saying nothing. Gio Gonzalez, 105 plate appearances, 244. I kind of like Gio here. GPP, I believe the narrative is always he's from Miami, so when he comes back, he pitches well in front of his home crowd. If you guys are DFS players that go down narrative street, now there are some of those. You can do that, and he's had mild success against them, but there are other pitching options out there, and I wouldn't trust Gio Gonzalez in cash, though. Tigers at the Twins, Jacob Turner versus Jake Odorizzi. Turner, 13 plate appearances, 400 batting average. Odorizzi, 44 plate appearances, 158. Odorizzi, I would look at here. Gio scares me, too. That's why it would be cash or GPP only, tournament only. I don't trust him in cash, but with other options, especially on DraftKings, since you can't play Verlander, since you can't play the last 4 games on the slate, it takes away some of the pitching, and we'll go over that. Odorizzi, 158 batting average against him, going against the Tigers. GPP, yes, because the Tigers are very inconsistent. They're going to go off some games, and then they're just going to get dominated by lesser pitchers. And Odorizzi is a pretty decent pitcher. I do like Odorizzi more. Royals at the White Sox, Heath Fillmyer versus Reynaldo Lopez. You could look at Fillmyer just because he's had success in the past and a couple of his starts. So if we just look at, I think he pitched last Sunday or last Saturday. I do remember going over his stuff when we were live. So I would assume that means he was live either last Saturday or he pitched last Sunday. Last Sunday, no, August 14th. When was August 14th? Oh, that was Tuesday? Oh, has he faced the White Sox this year? He has. He only went 2.1 innings, so he was in the bullpen. He's gone 7 innings. He went 5 innings his last start. So he's only started twice maybe 3 times this season. Never mind. I don't like Fillmyer. I don't like him at all. I don't like Reynaldo Lopez. He's gotten lit up. Even going against KC, he's just not been the pitcher that he was touted to be when he was with the White Sox or with the Nationals. Brewers at the Cardinals, Julio Shashin versus John Gant. Shashin, 120 plate appearances, 330 batting average. Don't trust him. John Gant, 34 plate appearances, 333. I like the Cardinals bats in this one more than the pitching. Angels at the Rangers, Jaime Barria versus Yovani Gallardo. Barria, 36 plate appearances, .097 batting average against him. That's not bad. It would be GPP only. Yovani Gallardo, 109 plate appearances, 337 batting average against him. I like the Angels bats here, and they are part of our cheat sheet. So our cheat sheet is live on the website. You can sign up, but Gallardo should, on paper, he should get lit up today, which probably means he goes out and throws a complete game, 1-hitter, 14 Ks or something. But Gallardo he is set up to get lit up. So we'll go over the last 4 games because our FanDuel lineup will have all-day slate. I think we'll go over it just to see. Astros at the Athletics, Verlander versus Sean Manaea. I absolutely love how The Astros have slipped and are now tied in the standings with the A's. The only thing you see on Twitter, or the only thing you saw on Twitter for, the first 4 months of the season, Astros are repeating in 2018. No one can stop them. This, that, and the other. Well, they're no longer in sole possession of first place, and you don't see those Twitter handles. You don't see them unless they're absolutely trolling. That being said, I don't trust Sean Manaea enough because he had a great start to the season. No hit the Red Sox. 172 plate appearances, 261. You could use Manaea just because the way the Astros might be feeling right now after, they've been sliding for the past couple of weeks. You could look at that. But they do have some really good right-handed hitters that are going to be in that lineup. Verlander, on the other hand, he's struggled a little bit. I believe his last start, let's see. Justin Verlander last start was against Colorado. 6 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, lost 5-1, did have 11 Ks. Against the start before that against the Mariners, 2 innings, 6 earned runs, 3 home runs. His month of August has been 15.2 innings, 17 hits, 9 earned runs, 5 home runs, only 1 walk, 27 Ks, but he's 1-2 with a 5.17 ERA. Chad, with such a bad pitching slate, it may be viable to take. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Is it Bartolo Colon now? Gallardo's on there. Why is he on here? Let's see. Oh, it's switched now. That's weird. That's dumb. That makes no sense. Good catch. I think it's pronounced Bartolo Colon, and he is going to get himself a colonoscopy because he's going to get lit up today. I don't know why Gallardo's on there. Yeah, I mean, they're both going to get lit up. The pitching, to be honest with you, on a Sunday with every single game going, there's not the pitching's not that good. It's really odd. The thing to do on DraftKings, and this has been shown to be successful. Now, you're going to have some of the pitchers be like 13,000. Then you're going to have the low end be like 4,000 or 5,000. Then you're going to have the mid tier be like 7,000 to 9,000 ish. If you can take a pitcher, I've seen a great strategy. If you can narrow down 2 pitchers on DraftKings that are between like 7,000 and 9,000, then that opens you up for a huge offensive. You've got offense pretty well. So that is a really good strategy for cash. If you're playing tournaments, you've really got to hit it on the head with, you pull the pitcher out that maybe could have dominating stuff, and then they go out and do that. Yeah, the Giants were just, everything. Bumgarner getting, yesterday, Matt Harvey should not. This is why I love baseball for the first couple of months. And then you've got like things that just don't make sense. On paper, the Giants have a really good offense. Do they execute it? Doesn't seem like they can execute as much as what it would presume they could on paper. And I don't understand. I do not understand how you're gonna play and you're gonna allow Matt Harvey to pitch 6.1 innings, give up no earned runs, where Bumgarner pitches 6 innings, gives up 5 earned runs. Just makes no sense. Who do I like against Cologne? We'll go over that. I've got, and for people who haven't been in there, I have a list of players, a player pool that I like pitchers or bats against. So, brings us the D-backs of the Padres, Greinke versus Brett Kennedy, and the Padres love Greinke here. 163 plate appearances, 207 batting average, playing in Petco Park. Absolutely love that. My Paul Goldschmidt play yesterday went pretty damn well. I mean, he was hitting all the time. Dodgers at the Mariners. This is the one that's you got Clayton Kershaw. He's super expensive. The Mariners are hot right now. They won off of the Bach yesterday. So Kershaw against the Mariners, trying to see. He's going to cost you a ton. We know that already. So he's had a really good August. He's had a really good last 2 months. July and August. August, 20 innings pitched, 5 earned runs, 17 Ks, 2.25 ERA. July, 32.1 innings pitched, 7 earned runs, 28 strikeouts, 3-1 record, 1.95. 8 innings, 6 innings. So I think you're gonna get some innings, but what are the Mariners gonna do? That's what scares me a little bit, because they are a pretty good team, and you're paying a lot for Kershaw. And then Mariners recalled Elias, and in 18 plate appearances, given up a 5.63 ERA with 5.6% K rate. So I think Kershaw could hold them down, and he should get the run support in this game. So last game on the slate is the Mets at the Phillies. Jason Vargas versus Nick Pivetta. It's the Little League World Series game or whatever it is. It's not in Philadelphia, but Philly's the home team. It's in Williamsport. They did it last year. I think these two teams would do it every year now. I think maybe last year is the first time, but I don't really like the pitching in this matchup. There are some bats that we will go over. So that brings us to the end of the pitching matchups. Now, all of the pitching that we went over, we've narrowed down to some that we like in that article. In the chat, you can check that out. So thank you, 41 people that are in here. I really like that. I know some of you found us on the front page of YouTube. However you found us. If you are not a subscriber, please subscribe. It would be awesome. If you could thumb this video up, if you have not already, that would be awesome as well. Yeah, Chad, the pitching, it's for having 30 pitchers on the slate. It's kind of nuts that I don't feel comfortable with very many pitchers on the slate. Kershaw, maybe. But if you're paying up for Kershaw, how much are you sacrificing? Like, what can you build with Kershaw? He's only 10,900 right now, though. You could go Kershaw. This is crazy, but Kershaw could be a GPP pitcher. So what I'm going to do real quick is go over the lineups if they're out yet. So we have a handful of lineups. We're going to go over those real quick, and then we're going to jump into each position. We're going to go bats in each position. So the Braves lineup, Acuna is leading off. Albies is there. Freddie Freeman, Markakis, Camargo, Indar Inciarte, Culberson, Flowers, and Sanchez. I really do like the Braves stack. If you could fit in Acuna, Albies, Markakis, Culberson, I really like those players there. The Cubs lineups out. La Stella, Zobrist, Baez, Rizzo, Happ, Schwarber, Contreras, Quintana, and David Bodie. I really love Baez and Rizzo have really good numbers, and they're part of our lineup. So if you guys are here, I actually built just a free GPP lineup. We're going to talk about at the end of the video. You can have it. It's for FanDuel. What I think I'm going to do is every Saturday I go live, we're going to do a DraftKings GPP lineup. Every Sunday we're going to do a FanDuel lineup. And that'll be at the end of the video. So definitely stick around, thumbs the video up so I know you guys like it. But the Cubs have some really good numbers against Talion. Pirates lineup, Dickerson, Marte, Polanco, Freeze, Diaz, Bell, Harrison, Hechavarria, and Talion. You're probably not seeing, Lori, you're not seeing Kershaw on there because they don't have an all-day slate. They only have a main slate. If you're clicked into the main slate, those games aren't on there. The last 4 games on the slate aren't on the main slate. I don't know why DraftKings started to do this. They didn't do this last year. So you're probably only seeing all but the last 4 games we talked about. Indians lineup leading off with Greg Allen, which is crazy. Michael Brantley, Ramirez, Yandy Diaz, Alonso, Cabrera, Kipnis, Perez, and Eric Gonzalez. Jose Ramirez is absolutely on fire. Would not be surprised if he hits a home run today. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Lindor is out, so that is something. Maybe it's just a day of rest. The Reds lineup: Hamilton, Peraza, Jeanette, Suarez, Irvin, Barnhart, Herrera, Casali, and Castillo. Against Andrew Suarez, maybe Peraza, Eugenio Suarez. I do love Luis Castillo today. Red Sox lineup: Betts, Benintendi, Steve Pearce, Martinez, Bogarts, Nunez, Holt, Swihart, and Bradley. If I'm looking there, I'm looking at the top half. I mean, Steve Pearce is probably super cheap on DraftKings. Steve Pearce is only $3,700. He has risen in price. I don't really like that a lot. JD Martinez is probably going to hit a home run. The Yankees lineup consists of Aaron Hicks. Now, he does hit better from the left side. He will be flipped around to play batting right. So just FYI, Giancarlo Stanton, probably going to homer again. Andujar, absolutely love Andujar today. Gregorius hits lefties well. Gleyber Torres is starting to come around. I like that. Greg Bird, I'm very surprised Greg Bird is actually in the lineup. Higashioka is in the lineup for your catcher. I mean, he hits lefties well. I mean, he can hit lefties well. Should be super cheap if you're taking a catcher. Let's see. On DraftKings, he's 2,000, or on FanDuel, he's 2,000. So if you want to build a lineup, a Yankee stack, Higashioka could be very cheap. He's been coming around. Yeah, he batted. He didn't have one hit last year when he came up in like 19 games. It's been pretty decent. While Sanchez has been out, he's only batting 182, but he has 3 home runs. Has had positive fantasy points since every game in August that he's played. He hasn't obviously played a ton, but yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised there. And if they start to hit Baruki pretty hard, he could be out quickly. Addison Russell is out of the lineup. That's pretty much the only news that jumps out right now. Austin Romine so Austin Romine took a foul ball off the mask. He passed all concussions. He's just out today. So what do I think about Clevenger I do like Clevenger on FanDuel. Boston stack, yeah. Depending on who you're going to find. JD Martinez, Steve Pearce probably going to need to be in there. Mookie Betts probably, but that is a lot of money for 3 guys. So you're going to have to find a very cheap pitcher, or you're going to have to find cheap everywhere else. Clevenger or Happ for cash or GPP? I think I like Clevenger in cash, or Clevenger in GPP, and Happ in cash. I probably would go Clevenger here. All right, piece of paper, get a pen, notepad, Word document, Excel spreadsheet, I don't know, record me, whatever it is. We're going to go over some of I've narrowed down the bats that I do like in this slate. Now, I'll tell you right now, they're not all going to hit, but I went through every lineup out there, and I narrowed down the ones that I do like. We do have a cheat sheet on the site, which you can sign up to, which I will link here. Now, you don't have to. I'll put that in there. You guys can subscribe, day pass, week pass, month. You can. You don't have to. I mean, I've already given up 40 minutes of my time for free information. We're probably going to go another 20 minutes. We give a ton of free information out. So feel free to always come back, be a subscriber to our YouTube page. Come back, watch us. You're going to get a lot of free information. But if you want to help me out, if you want to donate, tip me, or you want to subscribe, we have those options as well. So looking at some positions, we're looking at catcher. Ben Gaddis for catchers. So we got Molina, Real Muto, Rivera, and Gaddis at catching. Should just kind of looking at it. Now, Gaddis is super cheap, $2,800. Probably is going to be in there today, but you're not going to be able to play him on DraftKings. Probably only going to be able to play him on FanDuel if you're doing the all-day slate. So that's just something that jumps out. Some bats that we like for first base. Let's see. Kendrys Morales. He's a switch hitter, gets to play at Yankee Stadium. He's had 3 good games in a row. Well, 3 games in a row where he's gotten positive fantasy points. He's batting 245 with 13 home runs. He's got, should be super cheap if he's in there. I mean, the lineup's not out yet for the Blue Jays, I don't think. Not yet. No. So he's cheap. He's got some good numbers. Anthony Rizzo has really good numbers. I love him against Talion. Leading off, absolutely. Jose Abreu, I kind of like Anthony Rizzo a little bit more. Albert Pujols and Matt Carpenter, all those. So Kendrys Morales, Anthony Rizzo, Jose Abreu, Albert Pujols, and Matt Carpenter. Let's see, Chad. Who for what? What are you talking about? I missed something. Arcia catcher, yeah, Arcia. Jarnigan, Mr. Jarnigan. Who with the at-bats? What was the – I missed something there. Oh, yeah. That will be up to Randy to tell you. So second base, and I'm going to go over these, and then if you guys do have more batting questions, put there on there. Do you plan on doing the bats sheet on page? I don't know what that means. What do you mean, Cody? Also, I'll do a shameless plug. If you guys want, we do have a group me chat. It's for baseball. Anyone can get in. You just got to message me. Email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com, and I'll get you added there. For football, now I've up in the chat, I put the dailyrotohelp.com/plans. We have 8, I repeat, only 8 packages left for the rest of the MLB season and the entire NFL DFS season for $99. Once those 8 are gone, it's gone. With that, with the NFL, if anyone gets the package of the season package, we're going to make an NFL DFS group me chat for subscribers only. Let's see. Cody can attest to it. He's been in the baseball one for a month now, give or take a month. He asks questions. We're able to answer people. And if I can't answer, there's other people that can bounce ideas off of each other. We're going to hopefully bring that up more for football because a lot more people do love football. So if you want to get in the free MLB group me chat, email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com. Just kind of let me know, hey, I want to be in the group me chat or something to that effect, and I'll send you the link. You can jump right in. I'm not always able to answer it immediately. That's why there's other people that can answer it for you. Think of it like a message board on our website, but it's a lot easier with the phone. So people have liked that more. I think people have liked that anyway. Do I plan on doing the batch sheet on the page? I think I can, yeah. On the article that I have, I'll just edit the article once I'm done going live, and that'll be on there. Zobrist is the only Cub who can hit the ball right now, but they've hit Talion pretty hard, so maybe Cubs would make a good GPP stack. I'm looking at Baez. I'm looking at Rizzo. Who was the other one that we talked about who's in the lineup? Baez, Rizzo, Happ, David Bodie could be pretty cheap, I think, unless they put him up because he hit a walk-off grand slam last Sunday, which was nuts. David Bodie's 2,800, batting last, still pretty good. Let's see. Good morning. Good morning, Aaron. Haven't seen you on our live chat for a while. John, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to you. Again, guys, if you feel the need to donate, you can. You can email me, and I'll give you my PayPal or Venmo, or we do have that super chat right down below. You can do it from right here on YouTube. So we're going to second base. It's not a lot going on when we look at past performances against said pitcher. Gleyber Torres, I like. Starlin Castro has good numbers. Absolutely love Javi Baez. I think Baez needs to be your cash hitter for second base. Torres or Starlin Castro can be your GPP, but Baez, the numbers against him, let's see. Where is the game log? Javi Baez against Jameson Talion, 9 for 13 with 4 doubles and 2 home runs. So 6 of his 9 hits have been extra base hits. It's a 692 batting average and has only struck out twice. So with Baez, if he doesn't hit a home run, he does get on. He could steal some bases here. The kid's got. I love Javi Baez. Would absolutely love to have him on any team that I like. I understand the people sometimes don't like the bat flips or the passion, but Baez is. And the thing is, he can play anywhere on the infield pretty much. So I love Javi Baez. 13 at bats is not a ton, but when you have 9 hits in those 13 at bats, there's just something about the batter. They can see the pitcher well. Javi Baez, absolutely love Javi Baez. Like I said, Anthony Rizzo, 8 for 16 with a double and 2 home runs off of Talion as well. I really love, if you want to do a little mini stack of 2, I would go Baez and I would go Rizzo. That jumps us to third base. Third bases we love here. Miguel Andujar going up against the lefty at Yankee Stadium. The kid, fortunately for Yankees fans, they have 2 Rookie of the Year candidates to go back-to-back years. In my season-long league, I have Gleyber Torres, and he was absolutely on fire, and he was the above favorite to win Rookie of the Year. And we get extra money in our league for Rookie of the Year. But Andujar's, he's got like 30 doubles or something. It's nuts. Andujar against the lefty, Yankee Stadium, absolutely love. Anthony Rendon, I like. Jed Jerko, he's super cheap if he's in there tonight or today, and Matt Duffy as well. Matt Duffy I don't know. He's doing a lot of things with his glove, but he's got some numbers against BVP as well. Moving to shortstop, if I were to take one shortstop, Andrelton Simmons. Other ones I like, Trey Turner. He doesn't have a lot of good BVP, but he homered yesterday, and he's doing pretty well this season. Didi Gregorius, I know he's got a lefty pitcher, but he dominates lefties as well. We saw that, yesterday? We've seen it all. The crazy thing about Didi Gregorius, I'll tell you right now. Hold on a second. My computer's going really slow. I cannot wait for I'm getting, as most of you know, I try to go live on the weekends. Some weekends I haven't been able to because I've gotten 2 megabyte per second internet where I'm paying for 40. I'm getting 200 megabytes for the exact same price I'm paying for 40. So everything should be gravy when it comes out. So I want to look at Didi right now. And this is what's nuts. Didi in his entire career, 7 years, he has 89 home runs. Not one home run has gone to left field. He hasn't accidentally poked one home run to left field, which is absolutely crazy. He hasn't left field. They've all been to right or right center or center field. It's crazy. That's just a weird stat that you wouldn't think of. But I love Didi there, Alcides Escobar, and Asdrubal Cabrera if he's in there. The only problem is you guys are going to be building your lineups. If you're on FanDuel and you're doing all-day slate, Cabrera isn't playing to the very last game. And once that game starts, you're going to be locked in with him. So I'd probably take Cabrera out. I love Andrelton Simmons if he plays. Probably go Simmons, Gregorius, Turner, Alcides Escobar in those questions, or in that order. And then we'll go to outfield in a second. Any other questions? I have a question that might be done, but how do you figure out the relief pitcher? I see some people playing them and coming in. So here's my guess. John, you probably play tournaments, and it's multi-entry tournaments, correct? Like the $1 million tournament or whatever they offer, and it's multi-entry. They have tons of lineups out there. So they have pretty much you're playing. That's why I tell people, if you're playing a tournament, don't play the multi-entry tournaments. Play the single entry tournaments. The prize pool will be less, but I would play single entry GPP tournaments. You won't see that as much. They just get lucky. They might have 400 lineups out there, 250, whatever the max amount of lineups are. They have all of them in there. And they have, for every occasion. They just get lucky in that sense. So, yeah. Yeah, the price pool is going to be less. The percentage of cashing is higher. But yeah, you're going to see there will be some people that have the most ridiculous lineups because, hey, it's $1 GBP. They have 500 lineups in there. They put $500 in there. Most likely they're going to make their money back. Maybe they just make it back, but don't play the multi-entry lineups. I'm going to tell you right now, 99.9% of you are not going to win the $1 million or the very top prize. It's going to go to, if you play multi-entry lineup tournaments, that's going to be the guys who, there are some people out there that play $100,000 a night. They can do that. They have the bankroll. They make their money back. You'll see them at the top, but maybe you see them win 150,000. Boom. They have $100,000 in there. Yeah. A lot of the pros. Yeah. That's the thing though. If you guys haven't played on drafters, there aren't sharks over there. And I haven't plugged them for a while, but let me put that in there. Hold on real quick. Drafters is a season-long type game. I really like it. It's actually really sweet. It's like Yahoo. It's like your season-long snake draft. Everybody can have the same, nobody can have the same player. Everyone can have different lineups, but you can have all of them. So I'm going to refer you guys, if you've not checked out drafters, if you sign up, you get $10 just to sign up. $10 just to sign up. And there are some people in here who have signed up before. Just click that link, sign up. You're going to get $10 to play with. And my strategy for you guys would be to, if you're drafting and it's like head-to-head, take your pitcher last because then you can build that lineup up. You can have technically Aaron Judge, obviously if they're not hurt, Aaron Judge, Mike Trout, Jose Ramirez, if the people don't take that. So my suggestion would be to sign up. We've got a lot of people signed up already, but you get $10 free to sign up and to play with. Now I would play baseball is pretty easy. We've cashed a lot in baseball. We've talked about that. Let's see. Just going to see what we've cashed prior. On Monday, I played 2 games. I won $25. I completely forgot I played those games. I won 10. It was a cash, a 550 entry. I won 10. I did a 550 entry 3-man. I won 15. $1.10 entry, won 2. $22 entry, I won 60. 1, 4, 10, 20, 60, 10, 40, 4, 15, 60, 20, 20, 20, 20, $100. I did a head-to-head $55 buy-in. I had 65.6 fantasy points. They had 28.1. Super easy to cash over at drafters. 160 there, 15, 20, 84. It's nuts. I mean, for people that have been there, they've won. Consistency, the key. Win $10 a smaller GPP or lose 8 entry in 300,000 GPP. Yes. So DFS is it's a grind. But if you play 50, I'll tell you right now, if you're doing cash, do 50-50s. Do not do head-to-heads. 50-50s are where you can easily win your money. Head-to-head, it's a lot of things can happen. Multi-entry tournaments, I wouldn't play that. I would play single entry tournaments. I would play the $10 tournament. I would always throw so if you guys do sign up, you can go to dailyrotohelp.com/plans. You can sign up. You'll get a cheat sheet and you'll get lineups along with an article. I tell people do not play the lineups exactly how you see them, mix and match. If you're looking for you want to buy a lineup, go to Twitter and good luck not getting scammed over there. But when I tell you, when you use the cash lineup, throw it into GPP. You never know. I've seen way too many times where people, if I would have played my cash lineup in this, I would have won, 20,000. I hate seeing that because it honestly, it makes people sad they didn't play it. And we've helped people win. We had one person just this last basketball season win $18,000. One football season, we had someone win $25,000. We've had other people win $1,800, $2,000. Just 2 days ago, we had a person for baseball. They used our advice. They used our cheat sheet, or they used our advice on here, our free advice. They won $1,500, and they tipped me. So a lot of free information goes out there. A lot of paid information is there as well. Unlike, Roto Grinders, and we've talked about this before with Roto Grinders, I honestly feel you guys pay a subscription over there. They give you these players to play. You put them here, and they're over here playing other people they told you guys to get off of. That's how they make their money. I don't do that. Why? Because I'm in a banned state. They don't allow DFS. So the information I give you guys is the information I would play. Unlike those other sites, that's the information I would play if it was allowed. But my state believes we should live in just 1900s where I can't, spend my money the way I want to spend it. So that is why I tell you guys, that is what I tell you guys. Aaron, can you make withdrawals every day on Drafters? I believe you can. I don't think there's a restriction. I haven't pulled money out every single day, but I honestly, I don't think you. I think you can. I don't think they, don't allow it. Chad, 100% agree that I called them out in one day and they hit the roof in their live chat. Yeah, I mean, I see it way too often. I've even gone to. Actually, Sean, I've paid for roto grinders, and what I've done was I compared other ones. I've paid for it to do research. So I paid for it to get their intake and their lineups, and then I compared it to our lineups. And I believe I did it over a 2-week period, and each week we outscored 4 days out of the 7 days of each week. So I've done that. I've taken money and I've done that for you guys. I've researched. I've tried. I don't remember the other one I tried. I can't remember. Doge Master. I don't know what that means. Top GPP stacks DK. What slate, Nick? Exactly. Last night, 20 lineups and only one cash to get all my money back. Always tip 20% for big wins. Yeah. Nick, which slate on DraftKings? Like the main slate, the all-day slate, a certain slate? Like pitching? Yeah, the bat. So that's the thing, Chris. The bat, it was not roto grinders before they bought it out or whatever. I've heard good things about that one. It got a lot of information, but that I want to reiterate, that was not roto grinders. I think it's only been roto grinders this is the first year, or last year was the first year. Had roto grinders premium service for 1 month last NFL. Yeah, I mean, now I can't tell you guys whether or not the bat is. I haven't used that. Adventures of Piper Kitten. What's with that name? I like that name, but that's a funny name. Looking at the main top GPP FanDuel shortstop. I think Andrelton Simmons might be it. Simmons could be it. Top GPP stacks. I think the Yankees are a good stack. The Indians, they have to bounce back from yesterday. You could see the Reds be a stack. The Cubs against Jameson Taillon. Cubs might be the top. GPP stack, Cubs might be the top. I guess I didn't go over our outfielders real quick. Before I end this, the outfielders that you guys might want to target, Giancarlo Stanton, we've talked about. He's hitting a home run about every single day. Rhys Hoskins maybe tonight could be a good one. Gerardo Parra might be a sneaky option if he's in there. Let's see if Parra's in there. Gerardo Parra is batting 6th. I really love Gerardo Parra here. Marcell Ozuna can homer. Justin Upton, Chris Davis, if you're playing on FanDuel, George Springer, and JD Martinez. So outfielders I'm targeting are looking to target Stanton, Hoskins, Parra, Ozuna, Justin Upton, Chris Davis, and George Springer, along with JD Martinez. Twins could be a stack. Is their lineup out yet, though? That's what I'm scared of. Their lineup's not out yet. so I can't really talk about it. But if I'm looking at a stack, you're always looking at the top, 1 to 4, 1 to 5, 1 to 6, because they're going to get the 4 plus at bats. Simmons is not on the main lineup, or not on main. Trey Turner, Didi Gregorius. Didi might be it. Rosario could be. Just it depends on who's in the lineup. It's a Sunday. Sundays you see a lot of people sit. So you kind of just got to wait for the lineup to come out. Ohtani, yeah. If Ohtani doesn't homer, he doesn't do a lot. Rays lefty stack against the Red Sox could be GPP. So that would be Malik Smith leading off. If Malik Smith can get on, I mean, he can steal some bases. I do love Matt Duffy, though. Jake Bauers, Joey Wendell. I would look at Malik's, Duffy, Bauers, Wendell, probably if I'm looking at the Rays for a stack. The park would be, the Rangers. I would probably look at the Angels, though. Stacking the Angels against Cologne. So we're about to end. I do have a FanDuel GPP lineup that I built using BVP. Now, I'm going to give it to you guys. Don't feel like you need to use it 100%, but I really like this lineup. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but if you guys use it and win a lot, come back and email me, support@dailyrotohub.com, and give me a tip, because I can't play it. So Leron, I actually went over all the players that we like by position, so you can rewind and watch it if you came in late. First base, really love Rizzo, Pujols, and Carpenter. Kendrys Morales, if he's in there, could be GPP, or Jose Abreu could be GPP as well. Harper could go yard. It just really depends on what is in Jose Ureña's head, if he's going to be a head case during this game. So the FanDuel lineup that I want to just give you guys, and let me know how it does. So I want you to come tomorrow, and I want you to let me know how you did with it. Now, I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I built it's super contrarian GPP with some obvious plays that I think you kind of need. So looking at the lineup, let's check this out. Once it loads. So at pitcher, we have Luis Castillo. So this is FanDuel. I think every Saturday, and this is an all-day GPP, all day. Luis Castillo, he does really well at home. He's very, inconsistent, but he fits in this. He's cheap. Anthony Rizzo for catcher/first base. Second base, Javi Baez. On paper, this is a really good lineup. This is a really good lineup. So we got Castillo, Rizzo, Javi Baez, Miguel Andujar at third base, and Drelton Simmons at shortstop. Gerardo Parra, he's 2,200, and he's starting. Absolutely love it. And Gerardo Parra's numbers against listen to these numbers for Gerardo Parra. For 2,200, I think you have to get him in there. Gerardo Parra against Anibal Sanchez is 10 for 19 with 3 doubles, 2 walks, a 543 WOBA, 684 slugging, a 526 batting average. At 2,200, you only really need, give or take, 8 to 10 points out of him, and he could easily get you that. I really like Gerardo Parra. Outfield, Chris Davis. I think he'll be low owned against Verlander, but he's got some good numbers. Stanton against Baruki. He's homering every time. And Yadi Molina. Yadi is, let's see if he comes up. Yadi against Gene, 6 for 22. Not a lot, but he's super cheap. So I'll reiterate this lineup real quick. Now, this is a FanDuel GPP. Use it. If you do well, let me know. So, be a subscriber. Castillo, Luis Castillo, Rizzo, Baez, Andujar, and Drelton Simmons, Gerardo Parra, Chris Davis, Giancarlo Stanton, and Yadi Molina. Karen, that is GPP. So I think every Saturday we're going to build a DraftKings GPP when we go live. Every Sunday we're going to do a FanDuel. So go ahead. You guys can use that. Let me know how. For everyone who's stuck around for the hour and 5 minutes, I know a lot of you guys have been here the entire time. I want to thank everybody. It's how I love to spend my Sunday morning. I'm not being smart ass. Actually, I do. So we already have the cheat sheet up. The cheat sheet is already up on the website. With baseball, it's kind of super hard to predict and project, but we try our best. You can sign up if you want over here. You can do a day pass. We do have 8 of those season passes for the rest of the MLB. It's the combined rest of the MLB and the entire NFL DFS season, $99. Once those 8 are gone, then all we've got is we're jumping up to $220 or $199 for football. So if you've been on the fence, you can ask a lot of people. They've been super happy with it. We're going to continue to do it. Football is our best sport. We're going to have a lot of information come through for football, and I cannot wait for you guys to check it out. I plan on going live every Sunday for football, almost every Sunday. The first Sunday I'll be tailgating for college football, so I won't be back in time. So I apologize, but from there on out, I plan on going live as much as I possibly can. So once this video posts to YouTube, come back and comment. If you want to win a free month of MLB DFS content, predict who's going to hit a home run, what inning, and then let me know. Put your timestamp of when you commented. You can check that out. And the winner, there can be multiple winners, but only one per player. So if 5 people do Jose Ramirez to hit a home run in the first inning, it's whoever comments first with the timestamp. So John, you missed 40 minutes. If you want to go ahead and you want to just, once this goes live or post to YouTube, go watch it. You've got time. You'll have time to go through. I'm going to use it that I've been on a 2-week skid. Thanks, yo. John, I used it too. I couldn't find one of the guys. Who? What are you talking about? I missed it. Hawkeye fan, tailgate. Oh, we're going to the Iowa State game. It's nuts. What we're doing, Chad, is we're going to drive up in a camper on Friday night and we're going to camp out in the basketball parking lot and then tailgate all day. And then the game's not till 4. So it's going to be nuts. No, Karen, we're going to do DraftKings lineups. We're going to build a DraftKings lineup Saturdays when we go live. Sunday is going to be FanDuel. Greetings from Russia. I don't know Russian, so Shvedka and vodka. Welcome. That's all I got. That's all I have. That was bad. That was terrible. I would pick Castillo for 1. Clevenger's more of a cat line and GPIT, and that's why we've got him in our GPP lineup. So if anyone decides they need to, find it in their heart to donate, you can always email me and we'll talk about it. support@dailyrotohelp.com. Be a subscriber. That's all I ask. I mean, that's literally a click of a button. Well, technically 2 clicks. Click the subscribe button and click the bell notification. That way, Stolik Naya. I know that one too. That way you guys get the bell notification. You'll get the notification straight away when we go live or when our video posts. So you guys can get the notification, click on it, and then predict who's going to hit a home run. I was waving to the kids on the Children's Hospital after the first quarter. Yes, it is. I've actually been there for it. We were there. I went to the Iowa-Ohio State game last year where Iowa put up 55 and won by what was like 20. Our seats are 7 rows behind the bench. What do you mean? What am I working on? How'd you find me live? Am I just live on the front of YouTube just for everybody? Will you be my first Russian subscriber? I mean, you probably have no idea what we're talking about, but you go ahead and subscribe. Yeah. I was at that Iowa or Ohio State game. The game was nuts. Thought it would be freezing cold because it was November. It was like 60 degrees. It was warm. It rained a little bit, and then it stopped raining. It was a perfect game. Not for you guys, but it was. I didn't rush the field because whatever, but it was a perfect game to go to. Free tickets, 7-3 behind. Who's a fan? not shalom, yeah, I don't know how to speak Russian. But anyway, guys, thank you for putting up with me for 110 minutes, having to look at this, having to listen to this voice. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I don't know. Yeah, I know. Bad joke. So thank you guys so much. After this video, go ahead, do your baseball comment. Who thinks going to hit home run, the inning, and what time stamp it is. I've already got the cheat sheet up. I'm going to be working on, I believe we're going to be working on, I think our lineups today are going to be main slate instead of all day, because the thing with all day is there's 4 games late. We have to switch up our lineups if someone's out. So I'm going to do main slates for FanDuel and DraftKings today, cash and GPP. If you want to be part of the group me chat, email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com. It's free for MLB. If you want to get in the NFL one, you'll have to be at least a year or lifetime subscribers, which we don't offer anymore, or season subscriber to NFL. And you can email me, support@dailyrotohelp.com. And I'm the director of intelligence. That's true. Intelligence of football. Jonu, our tight end is pretty good. Quarterback wasn't too shabby either. Also, Akram Wadley, running back, who's now might get some playing time with the Titans. I'm going to miss him. He was really good. So yeah, whatever I was saying, be a subscriber, do all that stuff. Love life. Thumbs the video up if you have not. Because I wasted an hour and 10 minutes of your time, you might as well thumbs it up. I was actually surprised. Yesterday we had 700 views and not one thumbs down. We used to have a thumbs down in every single video because one guy commented and was trying to steal viewers. And I watched his show and it was absolutely terrible. It was kind of funny though. So yeah, guys, another thing you can help me out. If you don't feel like donating, honestly, if you don't feel like donating and you don't want to give me any money, if you would turn off your ad blocker for our channel and you would just click the ads, that helps as well. And it's literally free. I do get revenue. It's not as much as, the bigger YouTube subscribers, but any Google AdSense money helps to go back into the channel as well. So if you want to do that, if you don't feel like donating, you just want to click on our ads, or you just want to put your ad blocker off so we can get some of the revenue from the ads, that helps as well. And it's completely free. It's annoying, I know, but I give a lot of free information. You can just click that. Thoughts of Sano. GPP, yes. I picked him up in my season long. He homered yesterday. GPP, yeah, but I just don't trust him enough in cash. So that is all I've got today. Twins, Sano, it depends on who comes out. They haven't the lineup's not out yet for the Twins. So I would look at the top half if you are taking Twins. I would look at your top half bats for when they do put their lineup out. It's not out yet though. Or at least I don't see it yet. Yep, I don't see it yet. So that is all I've got, guys. Good luck. And as always, bring home that bacon. And Russian guy, I can't read your name, but be a subscriber. You'll like us more. That's all I got, guys. If you have any questions, comment down below once it goes live, or you can ask, go ahead and ask in our group me chat. Good luck, guys. As always, bring home that bacon.